Hello, everybody. At this time, we are talking about international pricing. International pricing, also known as global pricing, refers to the process of setting prices for products or services sold in different international markets. It is a strategic decision that involves evaluating various factors such as production costs, market demand, competition, and regulatory environment in each market. The aim is to set a price that maximizes profitability while ensuring competitiveness and compliance with local regulations. International pricing is not a one size fits all approach. It can vary significantly from one market to another based on the unique characteristics of each market. For instance, a product may be priced higher in a market with high purchasing power and less competition, while it may be priced lower in a market with intense competitions and lower purchasing power. And then we move to challenges of international pricing. The first about cultural differences. One of the most significant challenges of international pricing is navigating cultural differences. Perceptions of value and price vary greatly between countries and regions. What may be considered a premium product in one market could be viewed as an everyday item in another, depending on local norms, tastes, and purchasing habits. Second, economic conditions. Economic conditions vary widely across international markets, influencing purchasing power, inflation rates, and currency fluctuations. These factors play a significant role in determining how much customers are willing and able to pay for a product. Third, regulatory environment. The regulatory environment in international markets adds another layer of complexity to pricing strategies. Different countries have varying regulations related to pricing, taxes, trade, tariffs, and other factors that directly influence the final cost of goods and services. Businesses must carefully evaluate the regulatory landscape in each market to ensure that their pricing strategies are compliant with local laws while still supporting profitability. And then we move to the factors influencing international pricing decisions. The first factor, market demand. One significant factor to consider is the level of demand for the product or service in different international markets. Understanding the varying needs and preferences of consumers in different regions can help determine the appropriate pricing strategy. Second, brand positioning. The perception of the brand in different markets can influence pricing decisions. Companies with a strong brand image may be able to command premium prices, while those entering new markets may need to adopt a more competitive pricing approach to establish themselves. Third, competitive landscape. The competitive environment, plays a vital role in international pricing decisions. Analyzing the pricing strategies of competitors and positioning the product or service accordingly is essential. For instance, if the market is highly competitive, a company may opt for a competitive pricing strategy to gain market share. Fourth, legal and regulatory factors. Compliance with local laws and regulations is crucial when setting prices in international markets. Understanding pricing regulations, import or export duties, and taxes is essential to avoid legal issues and ensure pricing transparency. Fifth, cost considerations. The cost of production, distribution, and marketing also influences international pricing decisions. Companies need to assess the expenses associated with entering and operating in different markets to determine a profitable pricing structure. And then we move to the components of international pricing. The international pricing process involves several components, each of which plays a crucial role in determining the final price of a product. These components include cost, competition, market demand, and regulatory environment. Understanding these components is essential for product managers as it helps them make informed pricing decisions. The cost component includes all the costs associated with producing and delivering the product to the international market. This includes production costs, shipping and logistic costs, import duties, and taxes. The competition component involves analyzing the prices of similar products in the market to ensure competitiveness, market demand, and it refers to the willingness and ability of consumers in the market to purchase the product at a given price. The regulatory environment includes any laws and regulations that may impact the pricing of the product, such as price controls or anti-dumping laws. And then we move to international pricing strategies. The first strategy, understanding market dynamics. When implementing international pricing strategies, it is crucial to consider the unique dynamics of each target market. Factors such as local competition, consumer purchasing power, and cultural preferences play a significant role in determining the pricing approach. Second, psychological pricing. Psychological pricing leverages human psychology to influence purchasing decisions. Strategies like charm pricing or bundle pricing can create a perception of value and encourage customers to make a purchase. Third, cost-based pricing. One commonly used strategy is cost-based pricing, where the price is determined by adding a markup to the production cost. This approach ensures that the company covers its expenses while generating a reasonable profit margin. However, it may not account for market demand and competitive pricing. And then fourth, dynamic pricing. Dynamic pricing is a flexible strategy that adjusts prices in real time based on various factors such as demand, and then supply and market condition. This approach allows companies to optimize revenue by charging higher prices during peak demand periods and offering discount during off-peak times. I think it is enough. Thanks for watching.